thought I'd ask, but I do appreciate it.
I think they should find a tall oak tree and hang them in a tall oak tree where people can see it, because it'll stop a lot of it. It'll stop a lot of the violence in there. I think the renovations here are too lenient, and I think if people realize that if you're going to have consequences when you do something bad, and you really need to take that to heart.
Yes, I do believe that he should die for his crime, because he changed the world that day that he killed Charlie Kirk. He literally changed the world. And so we can just see what happens. I believe that conservatives and Christians are the new, I don't know, let's just say that I think we're targets.
This guy was a great guy. He never even showed an act of 1 ounce of aggression towards anybody that he debated with. He deserved to have his life taken, shot in the neck the way he was in front of his wife and kids. He deserves to get put on the back end of a car and drugged down going 90 miles an hour. That's what that guy deserves.
Right. Yes, we're clear.
It doesn't necessarily surprise me that someone that was young was the one to do this, because his main audience is younger people. I think it's very telling that a father was brave enough to put his son out there and turn him in, because, I mean, at the end of the day, it was his responsibility to raise his son and to teach him values and morals. And, I mean, everyone has free will, but no one should get away with that, no matter how much you love someone.
So the news is that his father turned him in.
Yep, I would do the same. I would do this exactly the same thing. Unfortunately, you have to be a good American to do that. It's a tough call. It's really, really sad that the father had to do that. I feel bad for the family. But unfortunately, that's the call you have to make, when something like that happens.
To take somebody's life in a way like that, it's the saddest thing for a father and a mother, to have to make a choice like that. But there are consequences to the actions that you do. And as a father, as much as it would kill me, I couldn't live with myself, unfortunately. But thank goodness I have amazing kids, and I hope I helped raise them the right way. So, but I do feel for his family and his father, especially his father, because he had to turn him in.
I think there's so many followers and so many people that are already a part of Turning Point. I think his legacy will live on, and that'll never die. It's just going to get bigger and stronger.
I hope someone will take up, so to speak, take up his cross, and I believe because he got killed, I believe he's not going to be silenced. There's the voices. There's going to be way more voices, that a lot of lives will be changed because of him. And I pray that someone in this organization will take the lead and do what Charlie Kirk did.
I think the country's going to rally around Charlie and his values and Turning Point in general, and I think it's going to stay, and I think they're going to find a new leader.
Charlie knew the way that he spoke and what he spoke about. I think he knew that this could happen, and I'm sure that he had a plan in place that if somebody ever did do the worst, which happened, that there will be things in place to keep this going. And now that there are just so many people, I think, that will rally around his message and things like that, I believe that it will be, I think it will keep going. And as the sign says, this is a turning point for the USA.
I think Ben Shapiro will pick it up. He was the person that really loved Charlie, and I think that he would pick it up. J.D. Vance adored him, and Donald Trump Jr. Those guys are good alphas of America, good conservative leaders that will not let his voice be silenced.